Hello, hello, hello. What? I don't know what he's doing. He's having me put up a tray and pointing to it, so I'm not sure what that means. Your phone is still out of order. Hi, good morning, Brioni. Hi, Sue. Happy Friday. Happy Friday, Treese. Hi, Sheila. Has now be back for the post 10 minutes. Sorry I missed you, Terry, on Yvette's class. I lost power, and it has now been back for the past 10. Oh, it's been back on for the past 10 minutes. Oh, I almost missed it myself. I didn't even get a notification. Hi, Cynthia Diane. Hi, Sandy Kling. How are you feeling? I seen that you posted that you have COVID. Yikes. Hi, Lisa Hampton. Hello, Luann. Hi, Nancy. How's everybody doing? I know. I hope you're feeling okay. I know it's not, not a easy. Hopefully, it's not a bad case, and you're not, you're not down for a long while. Hi, Cindy Truitt. Hi, Sandy Hinkleman. Y'all, your Troy boy almost did not make it to today. Like, he almost lost life yesterday. Yeah, you're still very sick. I'm sorry. I hope you're getting some rest. I hate that for you. So, your Troy boy. So, y'all know that this set that we're doing is a custom order, and it's going to call for a lot of foil yo-yo, okay? A lot of rose gold foil yo-yo. And albeit that I love my Pentart foil yo-yo, it needs to be a lot of it, We've got a lot of feeties, a lot of handles, a lot of spouts to do. So, you guys remember I showed you the gold sheets that I had bought from Amazon. I went on and bought rose gold foil yo-yos because we're going to need a lot of it. First of all, anytime Amazon sends something in this, it makes Troy go crazy because whenever he gets a phone case or whatever, it always, 90% of the time, I will say it ships in a bag, okay? So anytime he sees a bag, he goes nuts, and he does the I love you because he thinks that it's going to be for him. So I opened it, and it was the foil yo-yos, the rose gold foil yo-yos, and it was not for him. Anyways, I left that on my desk with said foils in the bag. I should have known because on his phone was a little bit of rose gold, and I didn't know. Hi, Sandy Triplet. Hi, Mary. Hi, Lori. Hi, Karen. I didn't know, but I didn't think too much about it, because there's always foil running all around the house, all over the place, all the time. I come back to my desk, and there are cuts of foil yo-yos everywhere on my desk. I about wrung his neck. And you know what he did? Do you know what he did? He wasn't over here when I was like, Troy, what did you do? Troy! And he came over here, and the desk was full of all these little cuts. You know what he did? I said, Troy, it's not funny. Stop laughing. And it made him laugh even more. And so I yelled even more. Stop laughing. It's not funny. And then he laughed even more. And I was like, you are not going to see the day You are not going to see the day of light tomorrow. So, my friend who I am doing this custom set for, oh, he didn't just laugh, Treese. He went, I was like, oh my God, if you don't stop, it's not funny. He thought it was hilarious. All right, anyways, that's my rant for today. So, this is what we got through yesterday. I did clean up around the spouts and the little feeties where there was some excess paper. Oh, I missed a feedie back here. I just took my finger blade and literally because because it's raised, you know, so I could see where it needs to be cut, I just put the blade ever so slightly up next to where it's raised, and then I just pulled the paper right off. So I thought I did this one, but I guess I just did the spout and I didn't do the feeties. So hi Patty, hi Carol. He wanted to cry. Oh y'all, I should have known because I seen a little bit of, seeing it comes right off. I seen a little bit of foil on his phone, and let me see, is it still there? Let me see. See, I don't know if you guys can see. See the little flakes? There's little flakes of it on his phone. So I should have known, and I was like, oh, okay, maybe there was some that, you know, was left over because whatever, maybe. No, it wasn't left over. He had cut my rose gold sheets. Anyhow, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it. But he just got a kick out of it. He thought it was the funniest doggone thing. You were probably hungry because I didn't feed you. I'm sorry. I love Troy and his double. I know you guys are all cracking up. Hi, Connie. I know you guys would all crack up and think, oh, that's so cute. Sweet Troy. Oh, so cute. Meanwhile, as I'm looking, hi, Joy. Meanwhile, as I'm looking, yes, Cindy would be on my side. Cindy would so be on my side. Thank you, Troy. Cindy, look what Troy did to the foil yo-yos. Look at that. What's this? What is this? What is this? Look at all the flakes are flying all around. No. And to think I bought you a new phone. See how you treat your mother? You see? You see how you treat me? Look at you. You don't even care. All right, let's get to it. Okay, so today, now we're going to have these little foils all over the place. Okay, just keep it right here, baby. Mom's going to work. So we are going to get back to finishing the decoupage on this one. And then we are going to decoupage this little cutie. I will tell you, hey, Nicole, oh my gosh, Amy. Yes, Amy. I should have told you this story earlier. And then my friend Amy, who you guys, you know, the gas station that I go to every morning. My friend works there, right? She's the one I talked to you guys about who got that big frame for me. She tried to kill me yesterday. She gave me she gave me free food, and I told her that it almost killed me. I felt it as I was swallowing it, clogging my arteries. I was like, oh my God, I'm dying. Mara's gonna freak out with that. Well, she probably is not gonna freak out with the wasted money because Troy did it. Because anything that Troy does is okay. All right, we're still gonna use the decoupage varnish and glue matte. We are going to use. Am I gonna take this off this time? And what were we doing? Why am I cutting a new paper? I don't know, because I'm confused. This is what one we were using. We still have some on here so we can use. I got to turn this fan off, Troy. Good cuddly muggly. All right, let's get to it. I couldn't. You guys, when I seen, and here's the thing, the little turkey lips did. The little turkey lips, he hid the evidence. He put the scissors back. There were no scissors out on the desk. So I really didn't even notice it until I seen, thank you, baby. I really didn't even notice that it was cut until I went to go like, what is that? Yep, that's all right though. It's okay. You see how he does me? The rose gold foil yo-yos is all now. How and this was like this, and I was so aggravated. You know, don't try to butter me up now. I already told everybody. They don't care. They don't care what you did to me. They don't care. All right, let's get going. Oh, look it. See, I tell you guys, it just ends up working out that way. It just works out like that. Actually, let's put this a little lower because look it, it's gonna fit right on the feety just perfectly. So we'll scoot it like that. So yeah, I don't know, y'all. I will tell you the person who I'm doing this for, the set, she sent me pictures and I wasn't able to respond to her. She sent me pictures of another set she has. Oh my gosh, it's absolutely gorgeous. I haven't even seen a set like that. So I'm going to have to somehow figure out how I can, coerce her into like picking a setup from me if she finds it. I mean, this one was so different. It's not like a normal set. Well, I mean, some of the pieces were, but the main piece is very different. So wherever she's at, she's getting some good stuff. Hi, Miss Linda Baker. Oh my gosh. Hi, Michelle Chastain. Oh, but I'm glad you survived. Yeah, barely. So the Troy boy yesterday decided it to be very funny to come to my desk. Do you have a mouthful of chicken nuggets? Oh my gosh. To come to my desk and cut all of my rose gold foil yo. Not all of them, but a good amount of rose gold foil yo-yos. Yeah. So when we're using them later and you guys want to know why I'm using little scrap pieces, that would be compliments of Troy. Yep. Because like Treese just said, Mara would have a heart attack seeing all the money flying around until I told her who did it. And then she'd be like, oh, it's okay. It was only Troy. All right. Whatever. You guys never take my side. You guys never take my side. Look at that. It's just going to work out perfectly. Let's cut it a little bit and then we'll put that in there. You again? Hi, Miss Linda Glenn. Hi, Denise. Proof of premeditated mischief. Oh man, it was proof of something. Troy, I don't need any more. Thank you. No, I don't need it, son. You're doing too much right now, baby. You're gonna get that all over your hands, and then you're gonna have a fit because you don't like that stuff on your hands. All right, easy peasy lemon squeezy. We got the little behind done. Let's come around. And I think, again, see how the paper is starting to get fairly light with some foil yo-yo on there? Oh, Troy. Man. It's starting to get fairly light. It really isn't going to mix well with what we have going on over here. So I am going to go ahead and grab another piece. And I'm looking over here. I have some scraps over here of the clock. Yeah, we'll go ahead and start ripping into another piece. I know. When it comes to Troy, you guys are always going to have his back. Yeah, I know. I'm coming to terms with that. But there's going to be one day maybe, one day. Y'all, I couldn't, though. With the laughing that he was doing at me and just seeing all of the cut. And I was so looking all around to see what scissors he had. And what on earth, how on earth, because I didn't leave the little scissors out and uncapped. I'm usually pretty good about putting away, you know, anything like that. Because Troy doesn't know to move his little fingies out of the way when he's cutting something. I think I told you guys, he's, you know, when he was, I don't know, when we lived down south, he had gotten the, he got the knife and he cut his ring finger and he had to get stitches. And from that point on, there hasn't been a knife that he can easily reach. Here we go again with the little Pops. Do you not like my makeup today or something? Something? Like what are we doing? I can't put these on. Oh my God. Those are the lip stains. Now I'm gonna have a big dot on my lips, son. I don't need any more lippy sticky. I don't want it. I don't want it. All right, let's move this over. And I just ripped that a little bit. Oh, no. I don't want it shrinkly. Please don't shrinkle. It's the whole reason why I ripped you. There we go. And then I don't know if you guys can hear that. So earlier today, Yvette's class, today was the first day of her Victorian box class. And she wanted me to get on the last few minutes of the class because we needed to talk about her next class kit that's coming up. And they start jackhammering over here. Onyx is following me around, barking. So if you guys can hear that, I'm really sorry. Oh, actually, if you guys can hear that, let me know, because I had to take off the noise cancellation, because at one point when I was on with Yvette, I couldn't hear her, and I didn't know if it was something on my end, so I took off the cancellation. So if you need me to fix it, because you can hear jackhammering. All right, so okay, well, I'm gonna need you to stop messing with me, sir. That's going to go very good right there. But I am going to rip right here. And then I'm going to take this thing. Please don't drop my Teaset, because, well, it's not even mine, for one. All right, let's get that right there. Actually, can I turn it a little more, because there's a little piece. I'm trying to cover that one little... Hold on a minute. Yeah, hold on. Let's just turn it like that. Can I help you? I did fix your hair. You messed it up. All right. You're handsome again. Well, you're always handsome, but, you know. All right. So we should be able to probably get to the foiling of these today. Possibly. Okay, so that's our little one. Now we're just going to go in and kind of fill in little spots with some little flowers. I like the shapes of these. The one we did, this one, and I don't know, I just like the little round bottoms, how they're very... All right, let's hold that like that for a minute and see if we can fill some of that in. Thanks, Helen. Hi, Tina Roy. Oh, it's going. Hi, Marilyn. Oh, no. Brioni. Hi, Miss Edie. Hi, Miss Kathy. Miss Edie, I think I missed you yesterday. I didn't ever see you pop on. I hope everything is okay. Happy Friday, Phyllis. Troy, you already sprayed my face. Oh, no, that's hairspray. Oh, he tried to set me up. I almost sprayed my face. Oh, my gosh. That's it. I'm done with you, kid. Could you? I almost sprayed my face with that, Troy. I know that would have been absolutely hilarious. Okay, we're just going to take this little flower, and it's going to go in there perfectly. Look at that. I'm telling you. Oh, that was perfect. All right. Let's come around. Is this the wet side and that's the dry side? Yeah, so let's do this side first. Excuse me. I'm going to need you. There you go. Let's fill that in just a little bit. We could probably take the little ones down there at the corner and break those into two. Yeah, little pot bellies. They're just little cute. Little cute, like short and stubby. All right, let's take that little flower. Let's take this one. Let's see how we could fit that one in there. Well, that'll probably go like that. Look at that. Ta-da! Ta-da! No, I'm not. Oh! What did you put in your hair? Let me smell. What is that? Is it mousse? Oh, for the love of goodness. Oh, that'll be fun to wash out later. Where did it go? Oh, there it is. Is that one? Troy, stop putting stuff in your hair, son. Son, do you have a hot date? You already put hairspray in your hair. Now your hair is sticking up all different ways. And you want me to spray it like that? Whatever, float your boat, man. All right, let's take the greenery off of that. And then we could probably get away with sticking that flower like that. Love it when that happens. All right, and then I think this side is good. Is good enough. Okay. I think that side works. And then, oh, we need to get right in through here. You're coughing because you're spraying stuff. Loco. All right, let's get... honestly, Miss Kathy, Yeah, that's exactly what it is. Is he needs that phone, and I got shipping confirmation on it yesterday. Okay, your eyes are red. You wait till you deghost later, and then I wash your hair, and all that hairspray and stuff is gonna be going towards your eyes, son. I can't. The phone needs to get here. It absolutely positively needs to get here like yesterday, because that is why he's going cuckoo. He's just into everything. Into everything. No. I'm not doing it. Okay. So that got us over that. That got us over that little piece there. Troy, look at your hair. It's sticking up like you're wild and crazy. Stop. I'm going to put this little piece right in here. You guys, again, probably couldn't see it. But there was a little piece of greenery that needed to be added in there. And then we're just going to take this little scrap piece right here. And I don't want that brown on there. It's just a little leaf, if you guys can even tell. And then we're going to add that right there. Just to get that up a little bit higher. All right. I need you to stop hitting the buttons over there, Troy. Okay. So that one is that. And I don't know. We will, just because of how high everything else is everywhere else, I'm just going to close up that little piece right there. And I think, yeah, that side's the wet side. So I don't need a really big flower. Oh, we'll take that one right there. No, it's that LaBlanche, the LaBlanche hairspray. Seriously? You didn't see my hand right there? Troy, stop. Stop. You're being, a turkey lips. Stop. Okay, let's close that up just a little bit. I don't really want to cover up the flower, though. Hold on. This flower actually might be a little too large. Because that other pink one. So I'm just going to take off a couple petals. There we go. Okay. Now we're good. It's good. See, it's cute, right? All right. We'll put that one in front of the fan. Oh, wrong side. Turn that around. Okay. Now let's get this one. And I don't think of all of the sets that I've had, I don't think I've had a little creamer like this. I've had the bigger ones that are shaped like this, but I think this is the first time I've ever had this size. So ooh. Yeah, so all of these are the set, Brenda. So this is the fourth piece that I've done. I did 2.5 yesterday. Just finished the little sugar one. But all of this is part of the set that she sent to me. So, all right. So we still have this one left. Of the flowers, I mean. So we'll go ahead and golly. Like I said, I don't know what it is about the little corners on the papers. It seems to be a lot of fibers. All right. I'm just going to kind of crease that so I know where I'm ripping. Get this one. I'm going to lift that up so I can put that down first. That down. And then that one. Okay. And then again, maybe with the exception of this little one down here, we're going to probably move on to the clock side because the flowers just get too light in color. All right. Go over to the clock. We'll start over here. Just like I've been saying the last few days, when we use the clock, I don't want any trace of the clock. So that one little flower is super cute, but I tend not to use that one because of the clock border being in there. Hi, Debbie. Good evening, Sharon. Hi, Teresa. I know it. The little creamer is super duper cute. What, baby? Stapler? Is that what you want? Hold on. Come on, man. I tell you, if we didn't have to stop and cut so much. All right, baby. I'll get it for you. Hold on. I'm guessing that's what you want, right? A stapler? Okay. And then we're just going to put that whole thing right there. Just like that. And rip there and rip there. Get that close down to the feet there. Close as I can anyways. Again, we'll clean up anything around the feet that we need to. I'm going to use that little scrap and put it right there. We'll have to see if that dries, if I missed where I was aiming for or not. I can't tell right now. All right. I wish that would just sit down in there. All right, that's fine. Okay. Now, I'm going to take that off. Okay, let's get that whole flower in there. The nice thing about these little ones is when we're putting on these bigger pieces, it takes up a good portion of the space, so it goes a lot quicker. Hi, Angela. All right. Let's do one cut, or one tear right there. Right. And then make sure we've got some. And I'm going to lay that one down. And lay that right over it. Look at that. We're already almost all the way around. Let's see if we can get that whole bunch in, because it's really pretty. We sure can. Look at that. That works. Let's tear it there and tear it there. And tear it down here. And then let's get off all of these little buggers. Okay, I'm gonna make one more right there just for good measure. Just because. Trevor did tell me this morning. Well, initially, he told me during the week that he was gonna be probably just working from home on Saturday, which of course makes me so happy because, you know, I don't have to go driving. Then he said yesterday that it was kind of weird because on 2 separate occasions, he was talking to somebody or talking to his coworkers, and obviously that's a lot that we'll have to get off. So I'm going to push that up to the edge so I know where to cut. Anyways, on 2 separate occasions, like I guess they had made a comment of sometimes you have to come in, it, you know, like it's good to come in on Saturdays or whatever. It's good to show up on Saturdays. So then and they said it separately to him. Like it wasn't like, you know, two people talking. They were all talking in the group. Anyways, that gave him some type of hesitation of like, oh, maybe I need to work on Saturday, like kind of to show face on Saturdays. And I thought, okay, well, if your boss tells you that it's okay for you to work from home, I mean, do you really need to go in? So that was yesterday. And then today he goes, yeah, I'm going to go ahead and work the full 10 tomorrow. So I'm like, man, I thought I was going to be able to sleep in all weekend. Okay, we're just going to dry this a little bit so we can do just that little part there. And then we'll be done with the rice paper. Hi, Deborah. All right. Should be good enough to put it on the parchment. Be careful, son. You just don't want it too wet so that way it doesn't, you know, pull the paper up. So we just need this little part here and then we're good. Troy, Mom's not going to keep doing this, son. I need you. That's enough. All right, so we pretty much were able to use all of that. Again, we're at dark areas again. So since this is the last one, I'm just going to go ahead and take this one here. And I still need to get with her to show her pictures of whichever tray, because I will have more than enough rice paper to do a tray. So I'll definitely be able to do the tray, or I will. I don't know so much if I'll do it with you guys. All right, so we just put this little grouping here. So I'm going to take some different ones. Let's go ahead and take this one again. Take that off. I did send it, Troy. It's printing. Troy, I did send it. It's printing. You know your uncle's upstairs? Don't you want to go talk to him? Don't you have, like, I don't know, like, don't you have, like, something to show him? Like anything? All right, instead of trying to force that big flower on there, I am going to take just one of them and then we'll piece it together. So let's take off that little doo-woppy. And let's put that on there. I'm going to pull this one down because it actually fits really well around the feet there. Not so much to cover. Don't want to cover that flower because it's a pretty flower. Okay, we've got a weird thing going on right there. So I'm gonna take this one. Look I hear your uncle walking, Troy, upstairs. Go see what uncle's doing. Umbra? Is that an umbra with purple on there? Umbra? Are we talking about the paper? I'm sorry, I'm lost. All right, now let's just get this little spot right here and up around the handle. Just because the way that this one is curved, let's see what that'll do. No, that'll fit right there. That's going to give me a weird little thing though. So let's do this first. Let's put this flower on there first and then get around the candle. Hold on a minute. Hold on. Okay. Trying to, I just think it's too big. There you go. That's the winner chicken dinner. That other flower was just a little bit too big. Okay. And then I do want to get up around the handle there. So let's just take a little scrap piece and fix that shape a little bit and then put that there. And then I think we're done. Well, of course, we're not going to be done that easy. We've got to get some fibers off first. Okay. I'll make sure there's no white showing down in there. And actually, I'm not going to push that down all the way because I don't want it to cover up that flower that I just laid. So once that's dry, I will cut that off. I will tear that off. But that one, I don't think we need to fix. I think the way that one laid out was perfect. I don't think any place is like too low or too high. So I think that works. Yay! I think we're done with the decoupaging. I will leave this out though because there could be, you know, I was talking about it a little yesterday. As it dries, there could be one or two spaces that look like it was covered, but because of the white glue, it may not be really. So hi Kay. Hi Laurel. Happy Friday. I almost said hi Friday. Aw, thank you. Okay, so if we go back to our first one, let's see how well this is drying. That's good. Let's put the little creamer over there. All right, so if we go back to this one, I just want to make sure that I don't have anything that's glaring as far as white that needs to be taken care of. And I don't know, that looks to me like there's paper missing there. So oddly enough, that color is the same color as what looks to be missing. So I'm just going to take a little piece of that. Okay, and the same thing, I'm going to go a little high and let that paper just kind of stay there. And then I will cut it off later. Now, there's something right here. I don't know if you guys can see it. She's here. That right there is a fiber. It's not a fiber that's on top. It's a fiber that's missing color. Hi, Joy. And it's bugging me. Can you guys see it? All right. Not right now. I'm trying to figure out if I have to fix that or not. So what I might do is just go in there with some color match and fix that. Because to be honest, if I was putting this in an auction, I would fix it anyways. So I sure in the heck don't want to yeah, it's not that it's split. You can, and that's just glue. You can see that a fiber, it either got pulled or something happened. It's not where I ripped and laid down because I would be able to see it, but I will color match and fix that because that's going to drive me nuts. And see, it's like that kind of stuff that's hard to see when you're doing the white like that, or when the glue is on there. What the heck? All right, I'll figure it out. Okay, so what we're going to do is really quickly with this one. We're just going to, again, I have to figure out what we're doing to the top of this because I'm still not quite sure if I'm going to do all of that in the rose gold or not. But we're going to go ahead and get some paint on this one, and then we'll start with the foil yo-yos. Man, that aggravates me. I wish I would have seen that earlier. Well, yesterday when we were doing that. All right, let's get some paint on this Mama Jamma. I can't see anything because I haven't changed my screen. Now everything is black. That's okay. All right. Hi, Julia. How are you? All right. So because we have the contour liner that we are going to add on the teapot to take care of the, you know, blending the paper and the paint together. This is why you don't spray paint in the winter time. So again, I'm not entirely sure what I'm going to do with the lid because whatever I do to one, I will do to all. But because on the top of this one here, it's got, I know you guys know I put molds on mine because there was no lid, right? So I am assuming she wants the molds on here. She said she wanted it like that one, so I'm assuming she wants the molds on here. But where this connecting is, right here, this little trim, I wanted to put rose gold on that. So the apricot I laid because the pearl was so light that I wanted to give it just a base color underneath. You could very well probably get away with doing it white as well, but you might as well match the color. Hi, Tim. Thank you, Joanne, for sprinkling. I got to turn the fan up. It's drying the chalk paint too fast, and it's giving me some brush marks. And we all know I don't like brush marks. I don't think anybody does. So that's why I just misted the paint a little bit. I'm not being so careful around the handle because I'm putting foil on it. So I'm not trying to be so careful with where the paint is. I mean, I don't want a glob of paint on there, but you might have to get the crooked brush out. God, I don't understand what the jackhammering is. There's houses all around me. I mean, there's a lot of, houses that are being built, but all of the houses around me are up. So I don't know who, unless somebody's doing like some landscaping or something, but good grief, we just had a ton of rain. And it's been pouring the last few days. All right, so now I don't want to go willy-nilly on the paper. I am going to varnish the paper, the rice paper, before we do any foiling, though, because if any of the foil lands on the rice paper, I want to be able to get it off. And if you're worried about, at this point, painting the paper, if you're, not, if you're worried you're going to get paint on the paper, you need to at least varnish before you even start painting. Because if it hits the paper, you're not going to get it off without ruining it. All right. So now I'm just going to take a bigger brush and get these brush marks under control because they're looking a little wild and crazy. And it doesn't help that the paint is light, so you can see. And what we might do the next pot is put down the Waverly first, because this one is going to take a couple of coats to cover. If I don't know if I did the Waverly all over on the last one or not, but this one is so light that it's going to take a while to cover. So we'll put the Waverly down on the next one before we paint, and then I won't have to fight with all the brush marks so much. Because we don't want it looking all wonky with that pearl going over it. You will be able to see if there's crazy brush marks underneath. Hold on, babe. All right. Again, this paint is quite light, so. All right. Let's get. My hand. Let's get the fan on that one, and then let's switch it up just a little bit. I am going to take the Waverly on here first with this one. Hi, Debbie. The paint that I'm using right now is the Decor Paint Chalky in Apricot, and then we're going to put the pearl on top of it. So that's what we did for this one. All right. So before we do the apricot on that one, I'm just going to paint this one a base of the Waverly plaster first. So that one we don't have to put on so many coats. Now, I don't think I did this with the last one, but I also don't think I did such a light dusting as I did with the bonding primer on these. I'm thinking that pot had a lot of bonding primer on there, so it was probably pretty opaque as far as the white. Holy canoe. Oh my gosh, Brenda. Hi, Kim Martellos. Wow, that's awful. Oh my gosh. All right. Let's get. When I did the little border with the paper, to put the paper down, I went up kind of high in spots, so I don't need to get. Troy, back up, babe. I turned the Wi-Fi on, but you have to wait a minute in order for it to come on. You see? All right. Okay. And since we're here with the white, we might as well. God bless you, son. Okay. Right. Let's put that one over there. And let's grab. Hi, Roxanne. Tina, which one? Well, actually, doesn't matter which one. No, I don't have the Waverly. Wait. I don't have the Waverly or the these two. You can get it from my TH Decor. If you guys want me to bring them into the store, I can. It's totally up to you guys. I am actually looking into bringing, I would love to bring Waverly into the store, because you guys know, especially with the plaster, I use plaster daily. But I think it would also be great to have some of those paints available. I tend to only carry the paints that I use consistently in the store, and then just some like staples that, you know, I know that people need. But you guys, if you guys ever want me to bring anything in, you know, just let me know. I just, you know, I obviously don't know what everybody wants to use, so I try to just kind of put the basics in the store, to save room and everything else. All right, that's the little one. I'm gonna put this one over here, and then put that one. Let's change spots. Put that one back in front of the fan. And let's get this one back out. I'm going to change my brush. I'm not sure what you're asking me. Hold on a minute, Tina. I mean, not Tina, Rochelle. Sorry, Tina's probably like, what? How do you not understand what I'm asking you? I'm just asking you about paint. Hi, Margaret. My top coat is drying on my bottle. Can humidity or cold temps cause? Yes, absolutely. I mean, it's just, you know, the colder it is, the longer it's going to take for something to dry. But what are you saying about skeleton? I also got some skeleton leaves. Are you just talking in general, like what you can do with some skeleton leaves? Is that what you mean? Or am I just dumb and not know what skeleton leaves are? So the Decor Paint Chalky it's not as thick as some chalk paints. However, going on to the silver, it's drying fast and wanting to stick and not giving me enough time to control the brush marks. So I just watered it down. That's the only reason why I just did that, because I need to be able to control how fast it's drying, so I'm not getting crazy brush marks like I was the first time we went around this. So you can, you know, do like what I usually do, which is spritz it, or you can, you know, just spritz it down here. I was finding though, even though when I was spritzing it on the actual pot itself, it was still dragging my brush, and I didn't have enough time. So, and again, that pearl is going to show through. All right, so this pot is the one that we did not put the, gosh, bless it, that we didn't put the Waverly on, so it's going to need a lot more babysitting than these. So you see the difference. Ooh, I'm hungry. I usually don't complain about being hungry, but I'm actually hungry. What happened to my screen? I do carry brushes in my store, and the brushes that I have in my store, I actually quite like. These particular ones are not, they're just from Amazon. But in order to avoid brush marks in general, you always want to use a soft brush. But not only along with brush, you really have to pay attention to how your paint is dragging on the surface that you're painting on. Because let's be clear, you can have the softest brush in the world, right? But if your paint is pooling and dragging your brush, it's going to leave brush marks. So you need to really pay attention to how your surfaces and how your paint is reacting to your surface. But the first way to combat that is at least having the soft brush. And then along with that too is, when you're painting, you want your strokes to be fairly fluid. That's why when I'm going in with the smaller brush to try to get into these little areas here, and I'm doing the little choppy, coming in and dabbing and doing choppy marks like that. That's why I'll go in with the other brush and then kind of smooth that down. So just, brush marks in general, I like to say that I don't like them, and for the most part, I, do my best to get rid of them, but it's not always possible. No, if you can tell me how to get rid of those, Laurel, shoot, we'll be rich. All right, so let's get that on there, and then I am going to mist that a little bit. All right, so as you can see, that one covered a lot better by putting the Waverly down first. Ooh, those sound really pretty, Rochelle. I haven't necessarily done anything with just, skeleton leaves in general, but yeah, that sounds really pretty. So I know exactly what you're talking about. They're practically see-through, right? And then the veins. All right, so some of the way that I ended the paper on these, when we put the contour liner on, it's going to be pretty cool the way that it looks, how it's going to look like it's almost broken. I don't know. When we did the contour liner on the other pot, on the original one, that's what it made it look like to me, was like, I don't know, it was broken. The flowers were busting through. I don't know how to quite explain it, but it gave it a very cool effect. Well, the way that the paper is ending on a couple of these, this one and the one that I just did, especially in the back, it's real jagged by the handle. I think it's going to look really cool back there with the contour liner on. And if you didn't like that look, obviously, you can do this straighter. Give yourself a definite line and then use like bling, or if you're good at like striping, you can, or if you're not good, you can tape it off and do a clean stripe of it. But I don't know, I quite liked how that one turned out when we put the contour liner on there. See, it's just so much. I'm a little angry that I did that one. Hey, that way. I mean, it'll be fine. It just, a lot of extra work. I like the ridge that these have, because I think when we put the foil up there, it's going to look really cool, just how defined it is. I can't get this big brush in there. Don't know why I was going to try. But because we do have to go over this with the pearl, you do want to make, as little brush marks as possible, because that pearl is going to not only be metallic, a metallic pearl, it's going to pick up on all of the... Oh, that's a little piece I was supposed to rip off. I was like, good grief. How did I miss the whole paper? All right, so we're just going to... Okay. Now it's good. It's good. Onyx finally moved, and I didn't even realize it, and I was still sitting so far back. I was wondering why my back was feeling some type of way. worse than normal. But Nick came downstairs, so everybody followed. And you realize she moved. All right, so let's smooth that out. Again, if you're not comfortable with, painting, like, getting close to the paper, please make sure you varnish first. Because the paper is going to soak up the paint. You're not going to be able to get it off without damaging the paper by wiping it with whatever you wipe it with, a baby wipe or what have you. You're going to damage it. Right. The base on these are good. It's good. All right, let's get that Mama Jamma over there. And yet again, we're coming back to my problem child over here. 16 coats later will do the trick, but you could have avoided this by just have painted it with the Waverly first. Double jointed, Terry, but not that much. Alright. So what we accomplished in 3 coats practically, we did with 1 just by painting the base first. So, alright. Did Mama Girl follow you, babe? Huh? She's not bad. All right. Let's get that one back in front and then move this out of here. Oh, I was looking for you. All right, which one of you is dry? Are you dry? You are dry. Okay, so this is the acrylic paint pearl, and this one is in peach. Now the pearls, just the way they sit, very pretty, but they're very sheer. So that's why we did what we did first. But as you can see, it's very pretty. But also you can tell, well, I can tell by the way that it lays. That's why I was saying we need to be careful with the brush marks underneath, because it will pick up the brush marks. So, I mean, in theory, you could just do the pearl by itself, but I couldn't even imagine how many coats it would take to do just the pearl alone. Really? if you were sorry about leaving that kind of a message, if you have to start a message by saying, I'm sorry for leaving this message, then don't leave the message. Creep. I got him. Anytime you have to start out a message by saying, I'm sorry for leaving this message, then you don't leave it. Troy, don't mess with Jack. I don't know. He says his name is Kelvin, but wouldn't you guys like to see what pictures of because you know they steal pictures of people, right? They steal pictures of people and then they, go and bother other people. All right, and when you are doing the pearl, if you do need to spritz the pearl in order to make it move, be very careful not to spritz too much of it, because it doesn't behave the same way as like the decor chalky. It gets real funny. The paint just like the whole metallic of it and the pigments, it starts to look funny to me if I missed it too much. But it's so pretty. And that's with any pearl. Misting any of the pearls, make sure it is a very, very light mist. It gets a little wonky donkey. Well, he replied to Sandy. I don't know if you guys could have seen it, but he was replying to Sandy. Poor Sandy. She's not feeling well, and then she got a creep messing with her. So on my end, when I see it, it looks funny because it's a reply. All right. We got what I feel is my favorite one. Well, this one and the creamer. Well, I don't know. I like them all, honestly, but isn't that so paradise? All right. We're getting there, folks. We're getting there. Oh, I see a spot I missed. Hold, please. Hi, Janet. How are you? Thank you, Carol. Yeah, he replied to poor Sandy. She's not feeling well, and she's gotta be irritated by an irritant. All right. These won't take too long. We'll get through this. We'll varnish it really quickly, and then I will not be doing the bigger teapot. That Mama Jamma has got too much paint on it. It needs to sit for a minute in front of the fan, but we will varnish and at least start to foil one of these little ones. there's just way too much paint on it to then now put the pearl on it and then to, you know, varnish and all that stuff. Again, I already am stressed out when I'm selling something in an auction, much less doing commission pieces for people. I remember when she messaged me and she says, well, do you want me to pay you? And I was like, no. She's like, what? No. Don't pay me nothing if I screw it up. Do you want me to? She's like, I can leave you a deposit? No. See, look at like how the breaks, I think those are like, it's going to look really cool when we put the contour liner on that. But yeah, she's a sweet person, sweet lady. But yeah, no, I don't want nothing until you tell me that it doesn't look like poo. Then if you tell me it doesn't look like poo, then we can discuss payment. Okay, pasta sauce. No, not yet, Troy. I am not done. I don't have it. I don't have it. I don't have it. He was going to take you guys down. I'm sorry. You're having FOMO. I talked to her. Yeah, I talked to Mara yesterday. They were on lunch break, and she said that they are having a really good time. She said something, though, that I didn't say anything when she said it, but she was like, yeah, we'll probably be here and work through the evening. And I was like, good gravy. I know nothing about soldering. She said she's going to teach me when I go down there in September, but I was like, holy guacamole. I've never had a class that I've taught that. Ooh, sorry, guys. That, ever taught a class that like all night long, although I think that would be a blast. But yeah, it's like, what? All right. Gotta tell ya, there we go. I say I'm not really happy with the way that side looked. It's fixed. Troy? Oh, it's Onyx. Well, not that it makes it any better. Don't mess with her, Troy. All right. Okay. That needs to dry, then we will need to come back to fix something. And then let's do this cutie patootie. Hi, Cheryl. I'm soldering while watching. Are you really? Yeah, I have. Thank you. Aw, thanks, Lori. I know nothing about soldering, and I'm telling you guys to be honest. Like, Mara's like, oh, you know, you can watch the 101 and this and that. Honestly, I'm afraid to, like, y'all, we all know in some way, shape, or form, we have a lot of stuff, right? And when I do watch, because in her private group, she does like a lot of different things that she doesn't do, in her lives and stuff. And soldering is one of them. And when I watch her pull out all of her gadgets and gadgets galore, I would want every gadget and gadget. And I don't even know how to use the gadgets and gadgets, and I want them. And all of the glass that she uses and the cute little shapes and the cute this, that, and the other. And I'm thinking to myself, that is really not, that's all you need, Terry, is to pick up a new little habit. And, you know, with having the store, any extra space that I did have, because I really try to keep the store into my craft room and into this film room here. I don't want it to bleed anywhere else like it did at the other place, right? I mean, I had craft stuff in every single room. You know, so I just know it's only going to take one little thing to push it over the edge, and then the next thing you know, my stuff is going to be everywhere. I'm going to take up the, you know, big family room upstairs, which is Trevor's. I'll have stuff on the kitchen table again, like, hi, Renee. I just already know, like, so although I'm excited and I want to, you know, I want to see how she does it when I go there, I'm also a little nervous because I'm like, oh, Lord, that's all you need, Terry, is more gadgets and gadgets galore. All right. So really quickly, we are just going to go over the pearl again, just to make sure it's opaque, because like I said, it's very sheer. And then we're going to put some varnish on here. And I'm loving this one. I'm telling you guys, this one's my favorite one. If there's any one of them that might not make it into the box, it would be this one. I'm kidding. If you're watching, if you're still here, I'm kidding. Maybe. All right. So easy peasy. Look at that. Is that pretty? It's a very pretty, like I said, the pearl's very pretty. Just like I said, it's just sheer. Just a sheer. All right. I'm just going to go make some long brush strokes with this one. That was the little spot I said we needed to fix. Now, up here, I can see there's a little problem. All right. And I don't think I really need to mess with, and then I put the brush in the pearl after I say that. Okay, and then this one we just did. It's pretty dry. I had all the soldering stuff because I do stained glass and jewelry. I am like that with journaling. And girl, I love the fidgets and gadgets for it and still have. See, and that's another thing is, you guys know I started, you know, paper crafting, so I still have all of the, I mean, any junk journaling thing that you can think of. The die cuts, the dies, the just, I've probably got like 4 guillotines, you know, it's just, it's crazy. And the thing is I've tried to pawn off my, my scrapbook stuff because I have a ton of it, right? And a lot of it is brand new. I mean, I've got cardstock and chipboard that, you know, everybody can probably make like 50 albums, and I'd still have a ton of it. And I've tried to pawn it off on a few folks. Like, I've told Lindy and Chris Hunter I would donate it to like their groups and stuff. But here's the problem. You guys, shipping paper, especially packs like that, is really heavy. So while it's a wonderful idea to, to give it to them to donate to their groups, like getting it to the East Coast is going to cost an arm and leg. So there's that problem. All right. So this Mama Jamma is dry. What I'm more concerned about is actually getting the paper varnish so we can put some, so we can start with our foil yo-yos. And the foil is going to fly. It's going to get on everywhere, as you see with my Troy boy that cut it. So I want to be able to use the steel wool in places and get the foil yo-yo off if I want it off. Yes, I said your name. I'm talking about you cutting my foil yo-yos again. So this is, like I say all the time, my very, very, very most favorite varnish ever. It is the Bear Fast Drying Polyurethane. And it is amazing. It will make this look almost like it's been resined. Funny how you come around when I talk about you. Yes? Yes? Did you turn it off again, baby? What on earth? Miracast waiting for connection? No, sir. No, sir. No. No. No, ma'am. No, sir. I don't know who you're trying to connect to. Let's not do that and then cast to someone's TV again. Let's not do that. We don't know our neighbors that well, Troy. They might really think we're losing our minds. Okay. Yeah, and if you're new to me, Troy has casted to my neighbor's TV in the past. Boy, was that an interesting conversation. How dare they, Kim? Trees. Oh my goodness. Oh, trees. I didn't know. I'm so sorry. You are definitely in my prayers. You know, that is one thing. When I was diagnosed with, breast cancer, I was good. I mean, obviously I wasn't good, but I was like, that's fine. Like, I can handle it. I could do it. Whatever. When my dad had to have his voice box removed because he had cancer in his, larynx, so his throat, and he had to have his voice box removed. And watching him go through, he didn't have to go through chemo, but he had to go through radiation. And radiating that area was really tough because they had to tape it off. And then as, the weeks went on, it was becoming raw. and, you know, them having to take the tape off. I mean, he was in a lot of pain, and I just thought, you know, I would any day take the cancer back, go through the radiation and the chemo any day, all day, every day, because I know, like, I can take it. I'm good. Watching my dad have to go through it, though, oh my goodness. That was harder than me having it and dealing with it. Because, you know, so I'm sorry that you're going through that, and that mom's going through that. Okay. I am just going to use the what on earth? Well, I was going to use the metal leaf glue, but once again, the little gnome, I guess, has come and taken my metal leaf glue. Oh, I really don't want to pull it out of inventory. Yes, absolutely. Hold on a minute. I'm trying to see if it's fallen because Troy likes to reach over when we're filling orders, and sometimes it falls, but it definitely didn't fall, and I really and truly do not want to take it out of inventory. So I guess we're going to use the decor glue tacky. I haven't been using this because it's so tacky. When I'm doing metal leaf, and I tend to get the metal leaf all over the place. Please turn that down, son. Turn it down. Troy, we're gonna get in trouble, babe. So, I know it's here, but apparently it's walked away, and I'll probably, hopefully, actually I hope I don't find it on the ground, because that means Onyx will have gotten to it. All right, so obviously, you know, we've already been on here for almost 2 hours, so we'll just do a little part of this, and then we will come back tomorrow. I will put on another couple of layers of the varnish, but we will just do a little portion of, and hopefully I will also find my decor, my glue, my metal leaf glue, because I know it's here. I just don't know where it got put. Maybe it got put up on the shelf or something. Who knows? So, oh, tomorrow is Saturday. That's no fun, is it? Look, at Sandy's sick and she still knows better than I do what day it is. So I won't be back until Sunday. Yikes, that's no fun, is it? All right, so we will start off with just a leg. And you can see there's a ton of detail on the leg. So the most important thing for me is, one, to make sure that it's in all of that detail, but that it's not gathered like that. Now, once I'm done, when I'm almost completely done I will come back and do the bottoms, and then I'll come up underneath and do the bottom as well. The only reason why I'm not going to do it now is because I'm sitting, I'm going like this. All it's going to do is just rub the foil right off. So again, it seems like we are always doing the glue on something that is white. So you cannot see that it's going on white and not ready until it's transparent. So you always need to give it a few minutes and then it'll be ready. Like I said, I'm pretty sure the whole entire bottom, the reason why, and I can change my mind and I can always decoupage that later if, but what my first thought was to do the whole underside here with the foil as well. But I really want to make sure that the glue, you see, is not getting gooped up in all this detail. So this one leg, I need to cut that paper because I missed it. So that'll actually be the one that I stop at and know that that one's the first one. Oh, look at, I missed paper here too. All right, well. What, son? Yes, you're very lucky. And, that was a big thing, it was because of the kids, like it was a big thing for me to continue to work and to continue my everyday and not scare them. I didn't want them to ever be scared that, something was going to happen to me, that I wasn't going to be here. And I think that aggravated me with my dad too, if I'm going to be completely honest, because I was like, you have to fight. You have to get, you got to fight, Dad. Like you can't be down like this. And, and I know it's hard. It's easier said than done, right? But because, I was doing it for selfish reasons too. I didn't want to see my dad like that. Because other than that, y'all, he's, he was, other than that, you'd never know anything. You wouldn't even know how old he was because, he just couldn't. Strong man, but yeah, just. Okay, so let's take some of the ripped foil yo-yos, courtesy of the Troy boy. Where's the leg? That leg. So this was the first one. And let's get some of the, ripped foil yo on there. Y'all, I don't know what I'm making for dinner. And speaking of Instacart, I have to put my order in so that way, I could maybe figure out some kind of help for what I'm making for dinner, but I have no clue. Isn't that awful? I was doing so good. Let's get another piece here. Where is Troy boy? But at least I'm still cooking. I haven't given up on that yet. I'm still cooking. So that's a plus. But the menus, yeah, no, nope, no menus. No menus. I did hot dogs last night, and Trevor just looked at me, and I was like, look, if I want to do hot dogs one night, I am allowed to do hot dogs one night. He didn't even say anything. He just kind of like, he just looked at me. He was more tired looking at me than anything, because I said it right after I had picked him up. I said, I'm still cooking, so if that's what I'm making for dinner, then that's what you're eating. He was just like, okay. Okay, so you can see that's our one leg, that's our one feety, and I would just, make sure to push in and that it's all in that detail. And then what I will do is, because I intentionally didn't get up there with the glue, because I need to put at least another 2 layers of varnish on there, so that way I can make sure that it's gonna, that it's gonna come off and be good. But so that's our one feety. I will put on the foil on the other 2 because they're sticky anyways. And then I will see you guys back here on Sunday. Tomorrow I have Shannon with Pickin' Boots, which Shannon's just amazing. Like, I don't know, she whips things out so quickly. She's just a super, super duper fast crafter as it is. I always say that. I say you're just so quick. But usually she's doing something pretty different to me, like whether it be technique or whatever, she's usually come up with something really cool. So she'll be on tomorrow. So creative hour be on tomorrow, regular time, and then I'll be back here on Sunday to do more of the foils and what else? The contour liner. So we have the mozzarella on it. Just garlic bread? Hi, Pamela. Good night for breakfast or dinner. I'm always up for making. Look at my hat. I'm always making up for making breakfast for any time of the day. But yeah, so I will be back here on Sunday. Hopefully I will get time tomorrow to shoot some pictures to get some pictures to her about the tray, which tray she wants, so that way I can figure out what we're gonna do to the tray, because the tray, what I'm envisioning is whatever I'm gonna do to the outside of the tray is probably going to have something to do with the way the tops are. So I don't know though, because it's going to make a difference on which tray she picks, so, and how much it has on the edges as far as designs and stuff. So oh my goodness. All right. So hopefully I'll see some of you guys tomorrow during creative hour. So 12 o'clock my time, 3 o'clock Eastern. I might see some of you in the morning tomorrow in Yvetta's class. Otherwise, I'll see you guys on Sunday. Same time, same place. Talk to you later. Bye.